And in the story, I read that it was how you imagine Africa, animals, birds on the road. Because like when you're in Europe, they show like zebras like everywhere.
Safaris,
like safari.
the national
So when we reached and we saw this animal with the horns, we were like,
Real
exactly.
Africa. Like, no, what is this?
Real Africa. What is this? So, Natasha Museveni, and these here are my sisters, friends, and just, my homegirls and all that. Rebecca, Nanjego, Diana, Kataha, Charimera, Museveni, Kamuntu, Marcella, Marcella Kareche, Shiba, Natasha, Kanganji. Yeah, this is our little, we're just talking about the book, my story. We read a bit of it, and about the journey, about heritage, about Africa, about friendship, about relationship, about family. Yeah. So, ladies,
it's like different stories in one. So it brings your life, but your life, of course, is intertwined with your father's and your mothers and your siblings. And one thing that I noticed, as much as the world knows Mzee's story as a revolutionary and very visionary and all these things, but even Mom and her story is powerful in itself. And for me, it was just it showed me that very big calls come at a big price, and most times the big price is loneliness. For Mama, had to carry the burden of raising his children and being alone a lot of most of her life. And even Mzee, on the other hand, who was doing all these things, he was still away from his family, so he's still lonely even as he's pursuing the call and doing this. So it's good for the world, but it's at a price on a personal level. And so for me, it kept me thinking and wondering if people, when we ask God for good things or big things, are we willing to pay the price? The price might be more than high. Yes, it might be very high. Are we willing to pay that price for what we want?
And it's so interesting because one day he knew she would be stuck in many foreign lands with kids, and it needed somebody with a heart to manage, to endure, and she had already endured so much.
I'm glad that we have Mama's story, we have Mzee's story. Now we have their stories from the eyes of their children.
A different angle.
Yeah, because when you see, like how you see your parents, they used to go to work but you don't know. You don't know. So they'll come and tell you, they'll describe, I went to office and this and the other. Then what a child sees, then we're very. So when you're a child, no one can imagine that you see a thing and think about it and contemplate it and try to contextualize and conceptualize. No one would ever imagine. But when you read her story, she used to take note of her mother's mood changes, imagine, just by looking at her. Things like that. So I'm sure if we listen to our children now, they'll come up to us and say, Mommy,
and then you will not do
you did look alright. Why are you feeling like that? So it's amazing that we have the children to feeling that to give their side of the story and give such a human face. So these are people, these are the leaders of the country, but they have a life outside. It's so special.
I think there's this whole, like, how do you say, and it kind of carries on, this whole mystery or something, or like misconception, when the House of Kings is starting, people would be say things, Covenant Nations, people say things like that's like the president, so they'll check you, or if you're going to a shop, then it's too expensive, and then the soldiers, and then so many things, and yet my shop was there, it was open, no one would ask you anything.
You know how you said how we used to name people then?
Yes.
It was according to what was happening
At the time.
I just thought it's so funny how I grew up giving a lot of a beating to like the Africans that lived before us for not documenting stuff. Like you should have written it somewhere. Because now we don't know. Now we are lost. But that culture of naming someone
It
based on exactly. That was our own way of documenting of this person is born at this time, they have information.
Yeah, we need to document. Huh?
Yeah.
What does this do? This, you know, because we talk about it so much, but then we need to do something about it.
We don't do
you know?
anything about it. That's true. We comment and that's it.
Yeah.
That's why I want to thank Natasha.
Yes.
Taking it upon herself to document this story every which way she knows how, in movies, in books, in what, but she's done it. Praise Jesus.
It's just the beginning. I pray.
I've known your talent for a while, and this is a story that I know, maybe you live, you know. I have some memories, but it kind of fills in the blanks, you know. So I like your writing style. So descriptive, it really puts you in the moment. And like in the first chapter, how you keep going flashbacks. Yes, from the past, you know, in Tanzania, and then fast forward to when you're older. It's very very talented.
My identity is not found in the way that I look only, but in my entire makeup. I remember a lifetime ago overhearing the short, blonde Swedish woman ask Mama that question in the warehouse shop where we were getting winter clothes on our second day of exile in Japan. If Ranghilda, the lady, asked me the question she had asked my mother decades earlier, are you a queen where you come from? I would have told her that I am an African, a daughter of the Red Earth. I would have told her that I come from a line of warriors. I would have told her that the DNA of the Most High is etched into me. If Ranghilda asked me that question today, my answer would be yes. I'm a queen where I come from. I'm a queen everywhere I go.